Are you a Stoic in the workplace? Do you actually act like one? Find out by taking our short test and gain insight into what it takes to embody Stoicism fully. Simply answer a few questions for each of the 4 Stoic virtues that we'll cover in this video. Learn about Stoicism in practical application through this video, and as you watch, discover more about yourself. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. The first Stoic virtue we will evaluate is self-discipline. 3 situational questions will be presented. Here is the first. You wake up feeling unmotivated on a Monday morning. What do? Here are your 3 choices. Read the options carefully and choose the one that best describes your response. Have you made your selection? Make sure you remember the number you selected. Next question. You're feeling overwhelmed with your workload. What's your strategy for managing stress? Again, read the options carefully and choose one. Remember to mentally tally your responses. Time is up. Here is the final question on self-discipline. A colleague consistently undermines your authority. How do you handle the situation? Now, choose your response. Now, let's review your responses. Let's see how you fared in terms of self-discipline in the workplace. You have so much room for improvement if you scored low. Maintaining self-discipline in the workplace may be a struggle for you. You might find it challenging to stay focused, meet deadlines, and resist distractions or temptations which could hinder your productivity and performance. If you scored mid-level, you demonstrate some level of self-discipline in the workplace. While you can generally stay on track with tasks and deadlines, there may still be areas where you struggle to consistently maintain focus and resist distractions. If you scored high, you exhibit strong self-discipline in the workplace. You are adept at staying focused, managing your time effectively, and resisting distractions or temptations. Your disciplined approach to work fosters productivity and helps you consistently achieve your goals. Before we move to the next Stoic virtue, let's correct a common myth. Myth number 1. Stoicism does not equal emotionlessness. Actually, Stoicism advocates for acknowledging and understanding emotions rather than suppressing them. It teaches emotional resilience and control, not emotional detachment. So, while Stoics are stereotyped as lacking in emotion, that is just a misconception. Let's continue. Resilience. Question number 1. Your project at work faces unexpected setbacks, causing frustration and stress. How do you react? Now, select your response. Question number 2. You receive negative feedback from your supervisor on a task you worked hard on. How do you respond? And the last question on resilience. A colleague takes credit for your idea during a team meeting. What do? Now tally your response numbers to see how you fared. If you scored low, you may need to improve resilience in the workplace. You might struggle to bounce back from setbacks or cope with challenges effectively. If you scored mid-level, you demonstrate some resilience but may still find setbacks challenging. While you persevere, there is room for further development in resilience. If you scored high, you embody a true workplace Stoic. You naturally possess resilience at work, viewing setbacks as growth opportunities that enable you to thrive amidst challenges. Before the next Stoic virtue, here's another myth. Stoicism and pleasure don't go together. Actually, Stoics appreciate simple pleasures. However, they prioritize virtue over hedonistic pursuits, seeking fulfillment through ethical living rather than mere indulgence. Again, this is a common misunderstanding of Stoicism. Moving on to wisdom. Question number 1. You're faced with a difficult decision at work with no clear solution. How do you approach it? Now select your response. Question number 2. Your team is divided on an important issue, leading to conflict. What's your approach? And the last question on wisdom. You notice a colleague struggling with their workload. How do you offer assistance? Now tally your response numbers to see how you fared. If you scored low, your decision-making in the workplace may lack depth and consideration, leading to rushed choices with potential negative outcomes. If you scored mid-level, you show some balance in resolving conflicts and making decisions, but your discernment may still be influenced by immediate concerns rather than long-term consequences and virtues. Lastly, if you scored high, you exhibit a natural Stoic wisdom at work. You reflect deeply on decisions, prioritize rational and ethical solutions to conflicts, and offer genuine assistance to colleagues without expecting anything in return, understanding the importance of teamwork and support. Myth number 3, Stoicism encourages passivity. This is not true. In reality, while Stoicism advocates for accepting what cannot be changed, it also encourages actively striving for improvement and justice where possible, promoting a balanced approach to action and acceptance. The last Stoic virtue we will measure is acceptance. Question number 1. You're passed over for a promotion despite your efforts. How do you cope with the disappointment? Choose your response. Question number 2. Your company implements changes that you disagree with. How do you react? And finally, question number 3. You make a mistake that negatively impacts a project. How do you respond? Let's interpret your responses. If you scored low, adapting to change and accepting situations beyond your control may be challenging for you in the workplace. This could lead to frustration and resistance. If you scored mid-level, you're somewhat adaptable and accepting of change, but there may still be areas where you struggle to fully embrace acceptance. If you scored high, you excel at accepting change and situations beyond your control in the workplace. Your resilience fosters a positive work environment, enabling you to navigate challenges effectively. So, how did you assess yourself? Are you a low, mid, or a true Stoic at the workplace? Please understand, this assessment is only intended as a guide for self-reflection and study. Before you go, here's myth number 4. Stoicism is only for tough times. This is a common misconception. In reality, Stoicism provides guidance for navigating not just tough times, but also everyday life. Stoicism is about fostering resilience, wisdom, and well-being in all situations. Thank you for watching.